Sleepers Podcast, Monday, January 26th. Not to be confused with Carter's favorite day, January 6th. Put a 20 in there. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Is that a picture of a French bulldog smoking a cigarette?
Yeah, that's a French bulldog smoking a cigarette with a Miller Lite can beneath him. And also the phrase, I got that dog in me.
Did Jeff Kohler make you that one?
No, shout out to Jeff Kohler. Once again, hit me in the DMs today.
Did he?
Yeah, he was wondering if I knew who Slim Nick Shady was on Twitter.
And so you informed him, I hate that dude, spurring his rampage publicly at Nick on Twitter?
No, so actually that was pre-rampage. Jeff went on his little rampage, and I hit the quote tweet talking about yeah, Jeff. And then Jeff hopped in the DMs like, do you know this dude? And I'm like, yeah, don't like him either.
Got it.
But
big Allie and AJ fan, I hear.
You said what?
He's a big Allie and AJ fan, I hear.
Yeah, massive one. I suppose he doesn't like us, right?
Yeah, correct.
Why is that?
Because we once asked the question, what would be better for Michigan State 5 years from now if Drew Valentine took the job right now or if Tom Izzo remained? And I think both of our answer was if Drew Valentine took the job. And then, yeah, for a couple of years we looked right, and now we look really wrong, like as wrong as we've ever been. So honestly, on the list of like reasons to not like us, I think Nick has a pretty good one.
He's got a good cause. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Relative to a lot of our enemies who just hate us because like we're not real journalists. You know, like this is a good reason to hate us.
Not real journal. Who's your favorite journalist? Your actual favorite journalist?
Newbert, my goat.
Oh, okay.
Couch is my actual personal favorite. Yeah.
I don't know I don't know if I've ever.
Glenn Kinley is a great one.
Yeah, did you see Kinley got called out on Twitter by Newbert? We had two goats going at it.
Yeah, what was going on with that? Newbert's now mad that Glenn Kinley exists?
Yes, he was mad because he said that Glenn Kinley was making up stuff, and then went on to say that Purdue would have won by double digits if Kylan Boswell played. You know what? This game, this Purdue and Illinois game really, really segregated sides, I must say. I think the worst came out of both sides in that, to be honest with you. Discourse from both sides. Which, you know what? I can't say that's fine. That's not okay.
Huh.
We gotta be better.
Huh.
Keaton Wagler at 46, Greg.
Yeah, crazy. Great game.
What are we supposed to do with that?
I don't know. I'm excited to recap it. We're recording that after this. What do you think? A lot of people sending us like lines for over under how long the recap will be. How long do you anticipate our Illinois Purdue recap to be? I honestly thought it'd be kind of a funny bit if we just do like 17 minutes.
It just 46 on the dot. One for every Keaton Wagler point.
I think we should put a recap video up that is 17 minutes long and see how mad people get, and then put the real recap up tomorrow morning.
That would be kind of funny, to be honest with you.
We could do that.
We could do whatever we want.
I know we kind of have everybody waiting on this one.
Sometimes people forget that. But if I had to guess, in all actuality, are there 60 minutes in an hour?
I think you know the answer to that question. Yeah.
Okay. At least 80 minutes at minimum.
It feels like an easy, like it's got to be minus 300 to be our longest recap ever.
Well, do you know what our longest recap is off the top of your head?
I think we've gone 90 before.
90 before?
Yeah. I would think this is minus 300 to exceed our longest game recap ever.
Probably is, because first we'll start with the winning team. And there's a lot to talk about with Illinois. Right?
I could do 90 minutes on each team.
Easily. Right. So yeah, it's easily gonna go over. But I'll say this, I think it will be enjoyable. At least in my opinion, it will be.
To listen to or to do?
To do, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm looking forward. I mean, that game was insane.
Yeah, it was nuts. We saw like one of the better performances we ever seen in college basketball.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah. And nobody saw it coming.
nobody.
The double coat.
No one saw the double coat.
That's what,
So,
nobody saw the
what
double coat coming.
can I ask for some clarification? Because I look, the double coat was well received.
Hmm.
There were people asking about the jean tuck into the boots.
Yep. Fair question, too.
We got to address it.
It was just a super fair question. Yeah. It was fixed shortly after.
Was that intentional or was it just it happened?
No. No, it just happened.
Oh, okay. I mean that's I mean I feel like that's the
Yeah.
only answer we need.
No, that wasn't a fashion statement by any means. No.
I wouldn't have been mad at you though. Sometimes when your pants are long and they drag in the snow, very ass.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional at all. Just happened.
Hey, sometimes it happens. Is what it is.
But the double coat though.
Double coat was special. Is that gonna be a mainstay or is double coat like special occasion?
No, because the thing about the double coat, it only works when people don't see it coming.
Okay. Was
So
it a hoodie under the double coat or was it just a double coat?
it was two different coats.
Okay, that's what I saw. Can I ask something?
Yes.
Can you promise me it'll never be like coat over hoodie?
What about like a bomber jacket over a hoodie?
So that honestly, no. And this is where I'm coming from on this. I hate when dude does that on the Amazon Prime coverage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I hear that.
I forgot his name. He's a Hall of Famer. What's that? God damn. The lineman, bald dude,
I don't know.
Andrew Whitworth.
This is not how I wanted it to be exposed that I don't have Amazon Prime, but here we are.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay, first of all, you do have Amazon Prime.
I don't have Amazon Prime.
Your wife has Amazon Prime.
My wife has Amazon. This is the same as the credit card.
Okay, but the Prime Video comes with Amazon Prime.
If you give me Amazon Prime and you give me a credit card, bad things will happen. It's like Vegas. I haven't been to Vegas. Like I need to be fiscally responsible, you know?
When you do go to Vegas for the first time, it has to be with me.
It's going to be for the Final Four
When is that?
in a couple of years. We have Indy, then Detroit, then Vegas, then Indy again.
Vegas is gonna be nuts. But the thing is, I feel like you're not gonna like Vegas as much as you think.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to like Vegas.
You say you don't think you're going?
No, I don't think I'm going to like Las
Oh,
Vegas. Yeah, I think
yeah,
it's all that could happen for me in that city is devastation.
yeah, I can see so.
Yeah,
Hopefully your team, honestly, at the Vegas Final Four, I think we need your team to be there.
that would help.
I think that would help massively.
Although, if my team, like let's say hypothetically, a Dusty May Michigan team won the national title at Las Vegas at a Final Four, I would take so many flicks recreating that Ocean's 11 pick in front of the Bellagio.
Okay, no. You could probably get, well, I don't know, obviously. Well, Yaxel will be like visiting. So like you could get that. You could get Yaxel in that pick.
Yax will be visiting.
Yeah, like or
What
he'll
type of
be
joke is that?
attend he'll sorry, not visiting, he'll be attending the Final Four
Okay,
because he'll be playing pro basketball by then.
got it. Okay,
But
yeah,
he can still be a part of the pick.
got it. Yeah, I hope so. It's
Man,
rivalry week.
it is. It is. I kind of hate that you have Nebraska wedged in on rivalry
Oh,
week.
you hate that my team is playing someone.
I don't know. I just rather it be like, you guys have a road game or like just a road game at like I mean, I know you struggled at Penn State. Let's just have a road game at Penn State. Maybe it's like kind of sneaky, but it's not. I think we go on the road to Rutgers and then we both just play each other.
Yeah, I am greatly looking forward to this week.
When do y'all play Nebraska again? Thursday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Damn.
Play Nebraska Tuesday, play Michigan State Friday.
Did you see the line on that game?
I don't know if that's real. I don't think I buy that.
Oh, you saw that like the FanDuel one?
Nobody puts lines out 3 days before college basketball games. Like that can't
That's,
be real.
that's very true. It's a damn blessing that I haven't fallen for like a parody account. I'm gullible as hell.
Ken Palm has Michigan by 10, though. I do think the line's going to be higher than people think. And I would
Mm.
100% advocate for betting Nebraska, to be honest. We haven't
Yeah.
covered it in like 3 weeks. So,
Looking forward to doing that preview.
yeah, should be a fun week. I'm solo dadding all week. Wife on a work trip, which at a certain point we do need to discuss that it's play somebody week. And like I'm now responsible for an entire household by myself. And like my team has a 7 p.m. tip on Tuesday and a 7 p.m. tip on Friday. And I'm just gonna be like in the gauntlet of hell.
Yeah, well, you're a YouTube TV household. You pause.
I think it's just early bedtimes.
Early
I
bedtimes,
think it's just straight up like sorry kids, bed.
bed.
I mean, I think that I don't know.
I got rank mass tonight,
Yeah.
bed.
I don't know if there's another way around this, sadly. Like I could let Murph stay up, but also I got like just you got to know where my head is at. It's play somebody week.
Mm,
I will not be distracted when I have to take care of Nebraska.
right. You have to be at your best.
Like these are just games and moments that require my full attention. So,
As it should.
like I said, I'm very excited for this week.
Yeah.
But,
Should be. It's a good week of college basketball across the board, to be
yeah,
honest.
Purdue, Indiana.
Yeah, I think Arizona plays BYU this week.
Mhm. Yeah, Michigan State Rutgers game will be fun.
Yeah, Duke, Louisville, I think.
Yeah, who cares? Is
Uh,
who UConn?
do we care? Do we care if Mike Hell's back?
Yeah, sure.
No, fake, we fake care, don't we?
Maybe. I don't Michael's so last month, dude. Like, have you watched Keaton Wagler?
Have you watched Keaton Wadler? Have you watched Darius Acup? Have you watched Kingston Flemings? Have you watched A.J. DeBonta? Have you watched Cameron Boozer?
If Keaton Wagler's representation was Darren Peterson's representation, he would
Mhm.
never touch a court again after a 46 ball in Mackey. Dude, he might get taken third overall if he just doesn't hoop again.
Yeah, I don't know how people watch what he's doing and not be like that guy's a top 10 pick.
Yeah, crazy,
Second coming of Jesus Christ, man. Put him in the manger.
crazy.
That's what it is. It's gonna be a fun winter segment on this full episode. I'll say that.
Yeah,
Plenty to choose from.
yeah, yeah. It should be a tough week. Tough week.
Where's your mind? So, like, I know this is play somebody week. How is that going to seep into our everyday thing?
Well, we're not working together Thursday, Friday. So yeah, depending on the result of this game, if Michigan State beats Michigan, I think we proceed as normal.
Hmm.
You have like a generational moment in the recap. I show face. People love to tune into my misery. Seems very cut and dry on that path.
Hmm.
If Michigan beats Michigan State, I feel like bad things are going to happen to both us as a duo and individually
Hmm.
because I'm not going to handle this responsibly at all.
Well, at least I know that coming in.
Yeah, like I'm just flat out if the toughest team in college basketball history can't handle a team that's just good at home on a Friday, I'm not going to handle it responsibly whatsoever. So,
Sometimes good can overcome tough.
no, no. Not the toughest. Not the toughest ever.
Oh yeah, it is gonna break us,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
And I know that.
We know it, so it'll be fine. We'll act accordingly.
Yep.
That's all it comes down to.
Very excited for this week.
Me too. It's gonna be a long wait till Friday.
Oh, you're telling me.
I'm so scared.
Telling me, man.
I'm really scared.
Should we get to the show?
Not yet. 1 second. 1 second here. I was interested to see what Ken Palm had that line at
Probably
for our game.
Michigan State by one
Yep.
would be my guess.
Yep.
Analytics love y'all now.
Yeah. So we did the thing y'all did.
What's that?
Beat somebody by 30.
Yeah.
It helps when you do that.
Yeah, it's usually a sign of a pretty good team when you blow people out like that.
Yeah, I'd say I enjoyed it.
Yeah, fun one.
Definitely. Now I think we can get to the show.
Okay. First topic, we're looking for winners from the weekend in college hoops.
Proceed, Greg.
Me first,
Yeah, please. Dude, you know what to do.
46.
You know what to do.
Mr. 46 himself,
You
Keith
know what to do. How many shots?
K-Dub. I don't what was it like 17 shots?
17. Where'd they play at?
Mackey Arena. Wait, sorry, State Farm East. That's where the Illinois went into State Farm East and got a victory. Yeah, Keaton is insane, ridiculous. We'll have a lot more on the recap, but he's to me definitely the biggest winner of the week. We're probably gonna rattle off like seven other freshmen shortly, I think.
hmm
You want to go next?
Sure. Kingston Flemings, 42 in Lubbock. Now, it came in a loss. So,
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
know
say,
what?
yeah, loser, losing, losing.
Losing, but 40.
Does that matter?
40 matters.
Right, but there were a lot of 40s this weekend.
And
Most of them were winning 40s.
I'm leaving you hella space to talk about those
Okay,
40s.
all right. I gotta say, I didn't watch 1 second of Houston, Texas Tech because I was at the bar and we were in like a private room with a big crew with only one screen in the private room. So I
hmm
was fully had the whole room with me on Illinois Purdue. Like what was happening? How exactly did Flemings do this?
So first of all, the first half was like just not Houston defense, but like Houston offensively was incredible. Like Sharp, Flemings just he was just working in the mid range, truthfully. Mid range, at the basket, getting wherever he wanted. Didn't really matter who was guarding him. And like Houston looked like they were going to honestly kind of run away with this one, but JT Toppin was also incredible in this basketball game. And so were some other guys on Texas Tech. And I mean, I truly looked when I was watching it, I realized that Kingston was going crazy, but then I was like, oh my God, he actually has 40. This is nuts. A lot of mid range, a lot of at the basket work, couple threes here and there. He uh he was really truly three level scoring in that game.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded amazing. Twitter was going crazy about it, so
First half was elite, high level hoops.
I need to go back and watch that entire game. Okay, third, I thought you were going to take him because it's your guy, but you kind of neglected your guy, AJ DeBonta.
I didn't think you would pick him.
You didn't think I would take AJ DeBonta?
I thought you would just let him slip to me.
You didn't think I would take 43 points with 6 and 3 and a win? A rivalry
No.
win?
Uh-uh.
Crazy.
I didn't think I didn't know you recognized the Holy War.
Absolutely crazy. Yeah. I still don't really think this is working for BYU though. Like it's amazing and they're 17-2, but like dog, they dead ass just like let three guys take turns isolating every time down.
hmm
That's all it is. And like this
hmm
game against Utah was like kind of a lot closer than it should have been. And AJ just had 43.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I loved him at the podium after when they were asking about it. He said, "In Mackey?"
And
He like
yeah,
at Purdue.
that's OD
I
at
loved
Purdue.
that. I loved. He's a lot cooler of a person than I think people said he was.
I think so too.
He seems like a genuinely great guy, and the scout was that he's Tyron Stokes.
Yeah, did you see the quote too about like them talking about the Holy War, like the Holy War and like what the rivalry means?
No.
He was like, I mean, everyone kept telling me like Utah this, Utah that. I'm from Boston, but like I was like, I might as well do a little something. I got y'all. It's like it's crazy,
That's fun.
crazy performance. On me, ooh, it's hard not to do all freshmen, to be honest with you, but I want to show some love to somebody else. Actually, this feels like a good time to give credit to a team that I thought was gonna get their ass whooped. So I'll go ahead and give credit where credit's due on this one. Auburn. Auburn and Stephen Pearl. Going into Florida. Florida is one of the hottest teams in the country. I just thought that Florida was going to beat them up on the glass. I truly did. I thought they were going to just whoop their ass on the glass. I thought they had no shot. They honestly, I mean, they lost the rebounding battle, but they did battle on that end. Keyshawn Murphy had a really good game. Keyshawn Hall, I say it a lot, but he's having one of the better years that a lot of players are having in the country, but people don't really like to pay attention to it as much. Them going into the barn, or sorry, not the barn, into the swamp and getting a dub, I thought there was no chance for them. So I'll go Auburn as a winner.
Was a little Freudian slip from you into the barn because that's my next winner on this list. I don't know what you do with Nebraska at this point anymore, man. I was on like five different shows this week. I do the Bet Rivers Big Ten show. I did the Action Network BBOC pod for the first time with Stuckey and them this past week. And my favorite play of the week, everywhere I went, I said it's the best bet. You got to make it. It's Minnesota. Take them with the spread. Take them on the money line. They're going to catch Nebraska looking ahead. The barn is a demonous place to play. I just thought Minnesota had all the passers. They're the number one assist percentage team in all of college basketball to kind of carve up that gimmicky Nebraska zone defense. And they did for a half. And then I think Rank Mast and Sanford just looked at each other and were like, dog, we're awesome. Like, what are we doing? We don't have to lose this game. We can lock in it. Like, I think this team's so for real, man. I genuinely think they're that for real. And I get it. They have a gauntlet coming up. They have to take on Michigan and Purdue and I think Illinois again in their next four games.
Hmm.
So shit can change quickly. But like, I swear to God, if Nebraska's players just wore Purdue uniforms, I think they would be the number one team in the country right now.
Yeah.
Or number two behind Arizona. And nobody wants to admit how good they are.
Yeah. No, that's a good shot by you. I am going to take one that I think you'll appreciate, Gregory.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Melvin Council.
Okay.
Melvin Council at 17.7 rebounds, 12 assists. I would have probably left him off because he didn't get the triple double, but I don't know if you know this, but I rounded up for Melvin Council on the rebounds because he did nothing but troll Jerome Tang as they won this basketball game, hitting that little whatever little I think they call it the Wabash, whatever dance that was. Uh it's a guy that I like to downplay a lot. I know you give his credit when it's due. They beat Kansas State by 20 on the road, made it look easy. And Melvin Council flirted with the triple double, like I said, 17, 7, and 12, and taunted Jerome Tang and Kansas State as he got the dub, which I appreciate. I love a good taunt.
Yeah, that was a pretty good taunt. Could I get like a little more X's and O's from you as a taunt guy? I know you're a taunt guy. So how did this grade out on your taunting scale?
So it graded well because he was taunting and then made a play randomly, stole the ball at half for a Trey White dunk, and then taunted again. And I was like, yeah, this is execution right here. I like that.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, I thought Kansas seemed pretty incredible. They had what El Marco with 19 off the bench, Flory Badunga 21 and 10, Melvin Council 17 and 12 assists, Bryson Tiller 16, 7 and 2. Yeah, just like everybody productive. That's crazy. That's crazy they looked so good again. Wow. I wonder why they looked so good and went into a rivalry game and won by 24 on the road and everyone played well. Any ideas on that one?
Mm.
Me either. Shocking. Huh. Okay. All right. I will go to your guy next. Jeremy Fears. Jeremy Fears is a winner for me.
Please elaborate.
17 and 7 is crazy. He was everywhere. And I think this could have gone to Michigan State as a whole. Cohen Carr, if you want. Carson Cooper was good. I don't want to give it to all of Michigan State, specifically because after the game, Izzo said Carson Cooper's lucky to have me, which I think is a crazy quote.
He said that?
He did say that, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. But in the meantime, yeah, that was one of the best point guard play lately has been insane, dude. What Braden's been on, and now Fear's almost with a 2020 game. If they
Dog,
wanted,
like
and he could have
like
done it.
you look across the country, like when we're making lists and things like that, like I mean, Fears, Braden, Wagler. I mean, you can just keep on going. I feel like too. Who else? Christian Anderson. Like it's in the same point guard play going on across country. Shit, Donovan Dent just had a really good performance. It's pretty wild. And I'm not a plus minus guy typically, but Sometimes it's like so big, it's just like funny to see and watch. Like Fears was 17 and 17. He was plus 43 in this basketball game.
Insane. Yeah, y'all did the thing where you just like basically take a team's soul, but instead of doing it with like 10 minutes left, you did it with 39 minutes left.
Yeah.
Everyone on Maryland was just like, "Oh my God, this sucks."
Yeah. We can't do anything with that.
It was like the electric chair for 40 minutes. And yeah, no, in all seriousness, it's rivalry week. Hello. Y'all are playing amazing. Y'all are, I think, playing as good as anybody in the country and have been for 3 weeks. It's a terrifying level, especially in that building. And I think Fears hit an IG post with a caption like, when you change yourself, you don't got it. Like, he's acknowledging that he changed himself.
Yeah. I mean, he's hooping. I mean, like
Yeah, but
the
Card, he's hitting IG carousel posts talking about I changed myself after going for 17 and 17 6 days before playing Michigan. I'm pretty terrified of this. Like, this is not the fears I thought that I was getting, and now I got to deal with this fears.
Yeah. That turn, the little like midi turnaround spin that he had is doing something to me. I really like my dudes doing offensively.
Yeah, and shout out Darius Adams because had Darius Adams actually come to Michigan State, I actually think he might have ruined this team.
Yeah.
Like you just put a non-shooting volume shooter who doesn't do anything but score at the two. I think this team's like broken.
Yeah. I could definitely see it,
Yeah,
truthfully.
hilarious stuff.
Yeah. Also Maryland really bad. I was gonna go ahead and add that
Yeah,
to the
save
text
that for the
here.
recap. By the way, shout out to your starters because 5 for 7 from three combined. Cohen Carr hit one. Fears hits one. Carson Cooper hit his three in this game. I think that's awesome, and I hope you guys keep shooting a bunch of threes.
Well, you said we were 5 of 7 from three?
The starting lineup was 5 for 7 from three, and that
Ah,
starting lineup reminder includes Carson Cooper, Cohen Carr, and Jeremy Fears, each going well 3 for 4 combined between the three of them. So
yeah,
that
heard you.
seems honestly that worked so well. I think that's got to be it going forward. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. So good job,
Rivalry week.
Jeremy.
Rivalry week.
Good job, Jeremy. Back to you.
Oh, couple of different places I could go here. Do I want to go? Can I do a choose your path for you?
Yeah,
Can I go? Do you want a player or a team?
I want a player. You have two left though, so you could just do both.
Good point about you. I'll do this. Another player who I've talked a lot of shit about this year. I'm gonna give him his flowers here. Nate Ament. Nate Ament was really special in that Alabama game, truthfully. 29 points, 7 rebounds. He was hitting everything. He had the midi going. He looked like what Rick Barnes was trying to convince him he is. And you know what? Yeah, I could give it to Tennessee as a team. The trolling afterwards from their official account was special. But yeah, I'll give it to Nate Ament. 29-7 in a road victory for a team I thought was dead, to be honest with you. I thought Tennessee was cooked.
He looked like what Rick Barnes is trying to convince me is an all-timer. I love that line, and that should get more appreciation than it did from me in the moment. Great job. Okay, this last spot for me should go to Arizona, but it can't. But just because it should go to Arizona, I do just want to say they're nasty. It's ridiculous what they're doing. They're not even like leaving games up for grabs. And if we weren't so accustomed to it by now, I think they should be number one on the list every single week.
Yeah.
But like I just look now, it's like, oh, they won by 34. Yeah, okay. Like we shrug it off and don't even mention it. We should probably keep mentioning it. That team's terrifying. But my last winner has to go, given the weekend, has to go to Trey Burke. That's my guy. Little ceremonious winner, I guess you could say, but he got his banner hung. He's the sixth Michigan player to be honored in that way in program history. It seemed really cool. Just I wish I was in that building to be honest with you, but it was a Friday night game and it was hard to get there. But just a bunch of guys from that era, like the Stu Douglas, Zach Novak year into Trey Burke's 2 years, all back in the building. Mitch McGarry looked high out of his mind, but a smile on his face. That seemed fun. Like Jordan Morgan, Matt Vogrich, John Beeline, that rat was back. But anyways, Trey got to give a speech, and everybody went home with banners. And if you watch the speech, I don't know if it's just that he's my favorite player or what, but I loved it. I love the speech. It was basically just like find the thing you love and do it. Life is too short. Like it don't matter how old you are, how young you are, like figure out what you want to be spending your time on and do it. And I feel like that's a man who like dreamed and manifested his dream. And in a lot of ways, I feel like that's something I try to do in this world. So shout out Trey, my favorite player ever. I was emotional on my couch watching that. And I'm glad that Elliot Cano could hit a three and then point to you in the crowd while wearing your jersey number to put the game away.
Yeah, had to be. The best part about that is Trey Burks is so good of a player that it had you, me, Z, and TJ on a Friday night just clamoring and emotional about Big Ten basketball.
Well, and here's the thing. We put Big Ten basketball on the spot. The Big Ten responded.
Facts.
We said, like, man, think about those 2010s years. That was special. This is different. Now we got Divine Ugachukwu starting. And then, no, Michigan State and Illinois and Purdue and Nebraska all just spit out like all-time performances. So
Yeah,
I think this is the strongest year for this league since Burke was here. And I'm excited to see where it goes.
yeah, good deal. I have one more winner. Ooh, who do I want to go with here?
Oh, one last thing. After watching that, I went to bed and randomly Tim Hardaway Jr. was on,
Oh,
and he went on a personal 13-0 run in the fourth quarter, which in my head, I'm convinced is his sign of appreciation for Trey.
I'll let you have that,
Thank you.
as you should. Good on you. Let's see here. I will. Hmm, where do I want to go? You know what? I'll give it to North Carolina. I'll give it to North Carolina. Going on the road, getting a dub at Virginia. They were down like nine, I think, at halftime, something like that. I thought they were cooked. They didn't look like they were had anything left within them. And they ended up scoring 51 second half points against a really good Virginia team, really good Virginia defense, I'll say. Derek Dixon had good minutes in his 33. Seth Trimble stepped up as well. Jaron Stevenson finally had a good game. Luka Bogovac, who you were begging Riley to pick on Friday, by the way. Like, why is that guy not starting? Why is that guy not playing more? 28 minutes, 14 points, 3 of 5 from three. If Riley doesn't want to do it, you'll step up and say it. So good on him. But yeah, I thought that Hubert and UNC were cooked. And that's a really good victory at a place that's tough to play for a Virginia team that's been like really good this year.
It is. Congratulations, Tar Heels. Also, not impressive, Virginia.
Not a Virginia guy?
I just think only ACC people have been trying to tell me how good Virginia is. And then like I don't know, like they got Pat Kelsey, man. That was a great win against Pat Kelsey. Like you know,
You know what it is? It's ACC coaches.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it from them in that game. But good on Carolina.
Good on you, Tar Heels.
I think I'm just spoiled by watching five legitimate top 10 teams like every single night.
Yeah.
Like this gauntlet the Big Ten's gonna have to go through, and the Big 12 is gonna go through similar, is like it just brings attention to like how can I be impressed when you went to overtime at home against Kevin Willard? How can I be like this stuff? If you're a contender, you should not be battling like this every single night. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Fair. Fair for
But this
fair.
is the winners, so Tar Heels winners.
Tar Heels.
Losers from the weekend in college hoops are next. We're looking for 10 of them. We are alternating, and you are up first.
I'm gonna throw you off your pivot here, but it really pissed me off. Wisconsin's a loser, man. Wisconsin's a loser. Letting USC come into the coal and win. A team in USC that's in shambles, like basically, and especially on the road. I just shameful, shameful stuff. Wisconsin's a loser.
Yes, they are. That's a fair one. All good. Okay, I'll take the obvious one. Nate Oates.
Yeah, yeah.
Nate Oates pulled this whole ridiculous, magical Alabama Charles Bediako stunt all week, made himself the story of the sport, hit the podium with a stern look on his face, and basically had all the legal answers that he possibly could, challenged the NCAA to do something about it, basically called them bitches without saying it, said they won't do a thing. I'm gonna do this. I don't like the rules, but I got the best toy or whatever. He's just an evil, maniacal. I don't know. I don't even know what to call him at this point. And it's a joke. It's a joke. He played Bediako 25 minutes. Bediako was good. Like I cannot believe that guy's playing college basketball. And in the process, you lose at home to Rick Barnes, a Rick Barnes team that stinks and is probably his worst team in like 6 years. Like that's just karma to the fullest extent. And I don't think any of us should take Nate Oates seriously for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I feel like Nate Oates could take up about 5 spots on this list. You can't pull up and lose that game. Like not with everything you got going on.
No.
Like you just can't. I would like to put this team on the loser list and never speak about them again for the rest of the year because they are just absolutely bottom of the pit losers.
Okay.
Scott Drew and Baylor.
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done, dog. Like, why is no one else talking about this? Do you know this? I know you know this because you were front line with this. Scott Drew is currently 11-8 and 1-6 in the Big 12.
yeah.
They are back against the wall fighting for their lives. And they let TCU come in and put up 100
Yeah.
and lose.
They're tied with Utah and Kansas State for last in the Big 12. Kansas State, who is led by former Baylor assistant Jerome Tang, by the way. Maybe that coaching staff didn't exactly pan out the way we thought it would. Uh,
Scott Drew has a team with Cameron Carr, Tunde Yesufu, and can't get better than this.
and a G Leaguer.
And a G Leaguer. Once again, like, ugh, nasty. I'm really upset at my future head coach.
Yeah, I don't know why you want that at this point.
It's
Just
just a bit at this point. I don't want him. Keep him away.
minor. He's hasn't made a second weekend since 2021. He's made one second weekend since 2017.
You said 2021, isn't it 2026?
It is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gross. Okay. Surprised this one fell to me at 4, but I'm going to take it. And I think you could twist this to different names or people if you want to, and it would apply. Matt Painter's got to be on this list, especially if we're looking at the entire week and not just the weekend. But
Mhm.
Matt Painter's team went 0-2 this week. They had very drastic, I would say, game plans defensively in both of them.
Mhm.
I mean, just kind of doing stuff differently than Matt Painter teams normally do, specifically designed, saying, well, tactically, this is the way we should win. And I think both of them fell on their face in loud, dramatic fashion.
Mhm.
I don't think he's figured out at all what this defense is supposed to be. It started in the UCLA game when they repeatedly, I think, covered Donovan Dent, the worst way to cover Donovan Dent, the way that is most conducive to him being amazing. And then just repeatedly asking a slow player to get out and chase Tyler Bilodeau sounds an awful lot like what they did with Keaton Wagler for 40 minutes. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I understand there are a bunch of hashtag trademark really smart people out there that are saying the game plan made sense. I get it. I understand why you would feel that way. You almost won a game where Keaton Wagler had 46. At the same time, I fundamentally disagree with the idea, number one, that this Illinois team is that good to the point that you had to get that creative. Like we've seen Illinois not be awesome against a lot worse teams than Purdue. And Purdue just seemed to go into this game like, well, we have no way to stop them, so we have to try this. Like, it's just a losing way to approach a game and say, well, Keaton can get 60 and we'll deal with it. I'm just so sick of watching this team defensively right now. And I think all of the blame should fall on Matt Painter and his coaches for whatever the hell they came up with this week.
Having a game plan and it not working and then being like, well, that's what we wanted is the craziest concept to me that I will never really ever truly understand, but it is what it is. I don't want to ever make this a player specific thing, but I have to do this because I watched this game in full. Um, Greg, Alex Condon was a preseason first team All-American by some. He was an All-American at least, like at least third team by a good amount of people. Does Auburn have a good front court?
No,
Alex Condon played 37 minutes on Saturday. Can you guess how many he scored?
I can't.
Please look at the screen.
1 point.
1 point.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
37 minutes, 1 point against this Auburn front court.
It's really bad.
Ugh.
It's really bad. I'm gonna give you a pair with him too. He was on my list and he's gonna stay on my list. I think Golden belongs here too. Todd, that is Todd Golden.
Todd, for those who
Yeah,
don't know.
the golden shower as they call him. He did you see what he did this week? I think you guys did a short on it on Friday, right?
Yes, I did.
He came out and talked his shit.
Hmm.
He like very unnecessarily so was asked about the Nate Oates stuff and gave an answer and then was just like, well, but we're gonna beat the shit out of him anyway. Like he just I don't get it. I don't like the karma's coming for these coaches, these sleazebag SEC coaches. And I don't know. Yeah, that was a very stinky performance. How do you lose at home to Stephen Pearl by 20? That's insane.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in.
It's insane.
It is. Who do I want to go with? My loser on this one. Du-du-du. This has nothing to do with this, but Ryan Waddell scored 26 this weekend.
Bucket.
Travis Perry, once again going back to back players, but no, I don't want to do that. I want to do a team. I want
Travis
to do a
Perry's
team.
fine. You can do Travis Perry.
No, no, no. Losers is for teams. Losers is for teams. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to maintain and let it be that. Oh, easy one here. Actually, even though no one cares, I care. Providence, you can't lose to your former coach being up 20 at the crib.
That's a good one.
That's insane.
Yeah,
To a bad Georgetown team, might I add.
it's a very good one. I like
You know
it.
they let KJ Lewis score 21 second half points?
Yeah, icky.
The Big East, man, I know they think we're being rough on them, but your conference is dog water, man.
It's really bad. And
It is true dog water.
just to prove to people that we are capable of keeping it real with our own conference as well. That's a great segue into my fourth loser of the weekend, Bruce Thornton. Baby back Bruce. Hello, Bruce. I wasn't on camera for the preview in which I sent 300 words to my co-host here to read on the video in which I basically said, you are a loser. That's what I said. And then little did I know that your team was going to play well enough to beat Michigan and ruin Trey Burke night. The only problem was that you had to show up. You had to play, Bruce. You had to also try and contribute to winning a basketball game. That's not something you've ever shown the ability to do. It's so empty. It's so meaningless. Everything this guy does on a basketball court is so meaningless. I don't even know how to describe it. Like watch his game and if he scores, I'm not moved at all. I'm like, oh, that was cute. Like he's a total liability defensively to me. He finished 3 for 11 from the floor, 10 points. I think he scored 6 of his 10 points in garbage time. I think he had 4 points for like the first 35 minutes of this game. Mind you, again, on a night where Ohio State was leading Michigan in the second half. We couldn't guard John Mobley, future Wolverine, at all.
Oh,
At
stop,
all.
man. You're cut off.
I'm not cut off.
How many future Wolverines do you have?
Only the ones I want.
You won a lot.
Do something about it. And Justin Spiro, by the way, I'm a friend of yours. I use the F word, a friend. I'm a fan too. I am. I'm cordial. Justin, you tweeting out that, oh, Dusty May's tampering and other Big Ten coaches don't like him. You might as well tweet out that Tom Izzo teams defend, rebound, and run. No shit. No shit, guys. Is this breaking news? The guy who stole Merez Johnson and Roddy Gale tampers? Card, no way. Next, you're going to tell me the sun comes up tomorrow. Like, what are you going to do about it? John Mobley's going to be my shooting guard next year. It's going to be great.
I love you, Gregory. I always will. Last but certainly not least, Wes Miller. Wes Miller, you went and lost to an Arizona State team that openly hates each other and their coach.
Mm.
But people tell me Wes Miller is such a great coach. Riley's future coach, some say.
That'd be really funny.
I need that for a lot of reasons. Yeah, no, out, way out.
Yeah.
That does it for me.
I just realized this NFC Championship game is Blake Corum versus Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. Is Blake Rome better than Kyron Williams?
He's been looking very good to my eye test lately.
Yeah, same.
I don't know. Kenneth, that juke Kenneth had was so ridiculous. He's so
Ken,
good.
Ken is nice. That's the one only, actually, probably the only positive of Zach Charbonnet going down is that they actually give Kenneth Walker the ball more now.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. I have the last loser, don't I? I think my last loser is the people who think college basketball is dying.
Who thinks it's dying?
There's a lot of people out there that just are like, the game's gone. The purists, right?
Yeah.
What a terrible time to be a college basketball fan.
Yeah, right. Like guys aren't going for 40 left and like freshmen. By the way, too, all this talk about like, oh, all these old guys are running the game. Fuck the old guys. We got the young bulls out here going nuts.
Like this Saturday wasn't utterly amazing. It wasn't the best day of college basketball in a regular season we've seen in like 20 years.
Right.
Like,
It should be perfect for them. Like literally, we saw all that, and the G League guys are losing left and right.
yeah. But I guess if you only watched like community colleges, you probably didn't notice. So,
Yeah, true. It's gross.
third topic, we're going to update our top 10 here. I think it's time to get a little crazy because there's going to be some movement here with how high we had Purdue last week. Cart, you ready for this?
Could we get a little silly?
You want to get a little silly?
A little bit.
We can get silly if you want.
Well, Arizona won. I think we can go ahead and just do that.
We don't need to be silly about Arizona one. I agree.
Yeah, Arizona won. Probably Michigan two.
I don't think I want that.
Who would you rather have?
Michigan's not playing that well right now.
Duke?
Maybe that changes this week.
Honestly, Illinois is probably worthy of two, to be honest with you.
Illinois has been amazing.
Illinois just went into Mackey without their senior leader and Kylan Boswell, a guy that's like averaging 14, 4 and 4, and beat a Purdue team at Mackey coming off a loss. I didn't
Hmm.
think there was a world where that happens.
Yeah. Well, this comes back to the thing we always do here.
Is this what we think is the second best team, or is
Well,
this
we're not doing rankings, right? We're just putting teams in order of how good they are right now.
uh-huh,
Is that what we're doing?
how good they are right now? Yes.
And it's you can't think of it as matchups. You got to think of it overall, right?
Hmm.
Because if we start to do matchups, I'm going to start thinking Michigan State versus Illinois.
I don't think we can do matchups though, because then if we open that, then everyone we pick will get to the point where we do the, well, if those two teams played on a neutral today, who would be higher? We shouldn't do that, right? Or should we? You can tell me we should.
I don't know. I don't know how
Lead,
to do this. My brain
you're
is.
my fearless leader.
I think I'd go Arizona one. I don't. I really don't know what to do with the Big
It,
Ten.
in your heart of hearts,
I think Michigan's the best team in the Big Ten in my heart of hearts, but they are
then that
not
would
playing
make
like it right now at all.
so are we doing it how they're playing currently?
I don't know. I
If
because
so,
I still think Michigan is likely to like wake up at a certain point.
that's okay.
You know.
So you're not playing well, you're winning. That's a thing.
Uh-huh.
There's teams that aren't playing well and losing.
I think I'd go Duke too, though. Regardless,
Duke 2, Illinois 3.
I just have a hard time with it right now. Illinois is great for sure. They still don't have
Duke
Kylan.
Duke 2, Nebraska 3.
It's hard to rank Nebraska and Michigan right now. They're going to be 10-point underdogs against my team.
You gotta help.
Are we saying Nebraska's better than a team they're 10-point underdogs against?
No.
They might be. I'm going to advise everybody bet Nebraska in that game. So I don't know.
Let's go. Let's go Arizona, Duke, Michigan,
Arizona Duke
Illinois.
feels like the right top two.
Michigan, Illinois.
Michigan 3, Illinois 4.
Illinois would be 3 if they had Kylan, but
Here's my only issue with this. Because I would like to go Michigan 3, Illinois 4, and I think Nebraska 5. But
Probably.
here's my issue with this. I think Michigan State might be the best team in the Big Ten. And we're putting them fourth out of these four? You're definitely playing better than anybody else right now. This is January 1. You're number one on Torvik. Unless you're going to use the play somebody argument against your own team.
I mean, I think we have been beating up on pretty bad opponents. Yeah.
Still
I
impressed.
think for me, we can agree that Nebraska's top five, right?
I Illinois, Nebraska, Michigan, and Michigan State all feel like they are top five.
They have to be.
But they can't be because we have Arizona and Duke ahead of them. So someone's going to be outside the top five from that group, and I have no idea how to put them in order.
Okay. And here's the thing that makes it tough too. Nebraska beat my team and beat Illinois.
Nebraska beat both of them.
Nebraska's got to be a all right, here's what it is. Here, easy fix here. For the time being, Nebraska can be three. Nebraska's three, then
Ahead of Michigan?
Michigan.
Why is Nebraska ahead of Michigan?
They haven't lost.
So then this is just who deserves it.
You know what? I'm not sure what it
If
is
we're
anymore.
doing losses, you got to drop Illinois more. They got three of them. They should be down wherever Purdue is.
We eventually got to figure out what the actual
I
criteria is for this.
have no idea what the segment is. I
You know
still
what? Moving forward,
don't know.
I want this to be who we think are the 10 best teams in the country. That is it. We can ignore results if we want. I
Right now
want
or overall?
right now, who do we
Right
think
now,
are the
because
10
right now it's different than overall.
yes, right now, who are the 10 best teams in the country?
If it's best overall or best in March, I'm putting Michigan 1. But if it's best right now, Michigan might not be in my top 10.
I want to do best right now.
Okay.
Best
So,
right now. That
so
is what we are doing moving forward. When you and I fire up to record on Sunday evenings, we will be answering who we think are the 10 best teams as it stands.
okay, then I love it. I love where we're at with this. So I'm going Arizona 1. I'm going Duke 2.
All
I'm
right, so Arizona and Duke playing a neutral.
I'm going Michigan State 3. Number one
Over
team,
Illinois.
number one team on Torvik. This is January 1. It's about right now. Nobody's tougher.
Illinois just went into Mackey and
And
won.
Michigan State's won every game by 20 for a month. And they're tough.
Oh, God damn it.
Like Illinois is just good. They're just skilled. Right? Like toughness matters. It matters. That's what they say. I'm going Michigan State 3. I'm going Illinois 4. But now we're putting Nebraska 5 and two teams Nebraska beat ahead of Nebraska.
That's fine. It's week of reckoning.
I'd like to flip this. I think we go Nebraska 3, Michigan State 4.
That should
And,
go over well.
and after Tuesday, I think we go Michigan State 3 and Nebraska 4.
Where's Illinois again?
5. Arizona 1, Duke 2, Nebraska 3, Michigan State 4. Illinois 5.
I want to flip Illinois and Michigan State.
I don't allow that. I don't agree with
What?
those terms.
All right, fine. Fine. It's fine.
Okay.
All right, let's do the rest.
Okay. Arizona, Duke, Nebraska, Michigan State, Illinois is top 5.
Yep.
Then I think it's like Houston and Iowa State next.
Texas Tech is playing really well right now.
Yeah. They're probably in that bucket too.
Texas Tech, they beat BYU, they beat Houston. Both those games are at home. Analytics still really, I thought they'd be a little bit higher analytically, I guess. Mm.
I think the
How do you
rest of
still?
the top 10 in some orders: Iowa State, Houston, Texas Tech, BYU, and then you're picking a 10th team from either UConn or Michigan or Purdue.
Does Kansas make the top 10?
No,
No? Okay.
no.
Okay. I didn't want to be cute there. Let's go. Uh,
You okay? What are we doing? What's computing right now?
Dude, and Matthew Stafford couldn't get that touchdown. Here's a that's the thing. Like Houston's still playing so well.
So, yeah, I mean,
I
Texas,
think Houston's next, and that feels weird coming off a loss. It feels wrong, but like I still think Houston right now is still playing really well.
Houston 6, Iowa State 7,
Yeah.
Texas Tech 8,
Yes.
BYU 9,
Yes.
and then you got to pick one of Purdue or UConn or Michigan.
Wait, hold on a second. Why is Michigan all the way back here?
Huh?
Michigan.
What do you mean? Are we
I
do we're doing what teams are right now, right?
Yeah.
I I probably go UConn here, I think.
Nah, Michigan.
I don't know, dude.
I'm pulling rank, Michigan.
Purdue almost beat Illinois at home.
No, I'm going Michigan.
That's probably I think almost beating Illinois is probably a more impressive result than only beating Bruce Thornton by 12.
They're coming back-to-back losses.
Yeah, they almost beat UCLA too. That's hard to do.
Michigan.
I'm gonna go UConn here.
I'm
Do you have
pulling
a coin? Can
I'm pulling rank.
Let's flip a coin.
You don't have a coin.
You don't either. You gotta have something we can flip for this.
I have this pennant.
Flip a pennant.
Got this side and it's got this side.
Okay, yeah, I'll take XL.
XL.
Yeah.
XL is Yukon.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
That's
Reflip.
just a terrible flip.
Yeah, it's really bad. Well, I'm trying to make sure like you don't accuse like I want to make this visual, like you could see the pen flipping, you know what I'm saying? So XL is Yukon?
Yeah. This okay. We're gonna scrap this. This
No,
plan.
no, no. Okay, last one. Please, 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 please.
If you just keep doing this on purpose, this is a
I'm
great
not.
That-
XL.
okay, so UConn 10.
Yeah. Also the part with the pin came off and I'm bleeding.
So our official current top 10 teams in college basketball. Arizona 1, Duke 2, Nebraska 3, Michigan State 4, Illinois 5, Houston 6, Iowa State 7, Texas Tech 8, BYU 9, UConn 10. Couple big opportunities for my boys this week.
Definitely some big ones.
Yeah, pull some upsets maybe.
The little Wolverines that could.
Can't wait. One gross thing, the part of the show where we read you one tweet from Matt Grossenbach.
Oh man. And one of, might I say, my favorites. Let's go with also quick daily check to make sure I'm not blocked. I am not. Huge. All right, here we go. Okay, we have Matt Grossenbach says Bediako is going to be playing for IMG next week.
I could see it.
I can see it too.
I could definitely see that.
You never know, right?
Hmm.
That's one gross tweet brought to you by Matt Grossenbach.
Sweet. Okay. Thanks. Next up is one tough thing, where I read you one tough thing that Michigan State did. So Jordan Scott had 8 points and 3 rebounds, hit 2 of 3 threes off the bench in 17 minutes in a 43-point victory over Maryland.
That's tough.
One tough thing.
One tough thing.
Okay, now it's one big thing to wrap the show. Presented by Tinker. Go to tinkercoffee.com, enter promo code Sleepers, get 15% off your first order. What's your one big thing?
So my one big thing, and I don't think you're in Scrapple anymore, but this might be a hot take that I was trying to get across here. I think that all sporting events that are played outdoors should be played indoors during the playoffs.
You're one of those people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think that I'm sick of elements ruining games.
Yeah, I get that.
Call me soft, but you'd be right because some people do let this get lost in this a little bit. I want to make something very, very clear. I'm a bitch. Like, and I'm okay with that. I accept that. And open to anybody showing me that I am one, because I am one, but like just show me. But yeah, that could be seen as a soft, non-manly take. I'll stand on that though.
I get that. Yeah. Okay. All right. My one big thing. I went to a college basketball game this weekend. I went to watch Central Michigan and Western Michigan play here in Kalamazoo, and I had a fun time. And it just reminded me how much I like going to college basketball games.
How was the environment at Western? Like
Packed.
beer at the games,
Yeah.
concessions? Did we get a pretzel?
We got popcorn and beer.
Popcorn? Okay, solid.
Popcorn. I'm not a popcorn guy traditionally either, but popcorn hit.
Popcorn's underrated. I feel like it's a good bang for your buck concession thing too, because they tax at it. At least you're getting a bucket of popcorn, you know?
Yeah, I think if you get the right popcorn in the right place, top tier snack.
Detroit Lions concessions, that's great popcorn.
Hmm, I can see it.
Yeah, I thought it out there.
All right, that's the show. We'll be back tomorrow.